Good evening. Please stand if you're able, and gentlemen, please remove your caps. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the National Anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. I would like to extend a special welcome to Superintendent Dr. Denise Watts, Board of Education President Mr. Roger Moss, District 4 Board Member Mr. Sean Cashmar, District Administrators, faculty, staff, family, and friends of the Islands High School class of 2025. It is my honor and privilege to be able to recognize and celebrate these young men and women. We are extremely proud of each one of you and are happy we can share this moment with you and your families. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce and bring to the podium Islands High School's Salutatorian, Tin Chan, and Valedictorian, Matthew Smith. Tin Chan is Salutatorian and star student of the Islands High School class of 2025. During his matriculation at Islands, he has participated in the mock trial team, Student Senate, National Honor Society, the cross-country team, and served as a member of IHS Morning Announcement Team. He has performed community service as a member of the Boy Scouts with the Tybee Clean Beach effort. Tin has received awards from the Georgia Student Bar Association and was selected as an Exchange Club Youth of the Month. Tin plans to major in industrial engineering at the Georgia Institute of Technology with the goal of becoming a systems engineer. Matthew Smith is a member of the National Honor Society, has received the Rene Descartes Math Award, the Georgia Certificate of Merit, and is on track to receive the Zell Miller Award Scholarship. He enjoys assisting his neighbor with housing projects, in addition to volunteering at Olin Island and at the annual Greek Festival. Matt enjoys skateboarding, sailing, guitar, piano, boxing, weightlifting, and listening to music from the 30s through the present. A wrestler, Matt has also employed at AJ's Dockside and started a profitable pressure washing business during his junior year. He plans to attend the University of Georgia, where he will major in business and finance with the goal of expanding his business ownership pursuits. I present to you the Islands High School class of 2025, Salutatorian Tin Chan, followed by our Valedictorian, Matthew Smith.
Good evening, Sharks! I would like to welcome everyone to this special occasion today, including Dr. Watts, our superintendent, Mr. Moss, our school board president, Mr. Ketchmar, our school board representative for District 4, all district staff, Dr. Cave, our principal, and especially the class of 2025 and their parents that make up our Islands family. I would also like to give a special shout out to my brother Ken, who has had to share a bed with me his entire life. I'm happy to say that the bed is all yours now. Now, back to the speech. Everyone says that the transition from middle school to high school is one of the most important rites of passage in your life. It's so transformative, apparently, that every single English teacher has at least once given this prompt. However, I never liked writing about this. You see, when I started high school, there was this thing called COVID. And during COVID, just about every single middle schooler had the same routine. Do your work, play games, and go to sleep. Everyone still wore a mask to school, and even though we were in the classroom together, interacting with and forming connections with my peers felt awkward. I mean, I just spent the last 18 months having pretty deep conversations with unemployed adults playing Call of Duty. So I needed some time to adjust to talking to people my own age. To me, high school was no different from middle school. What was the point in changing? And so, freshman year went by. Sophomore year started, and it was in that year that the world finally opened up. Except there was one problem. I hadn't yet. I'd built my life around the notion that the lifestyle I'd become accustomed to during COVID was the new normal. And now that COVID was gone, that lifestyle was no longer sustainable. Talking to nobody during school and going home straight after to do work and play video games all night was no longer an accepted part of reality. Now that COVID was gone, it was time to socialize, to get out and enjoy the world. To be honest, I felt lost and out of place at this school, but I had a choice. Either I could stay inside the bubble that I've become accustomed to, or I could go outside and explore what the world had to offer. I chose the latter. In order to start my high school life, I needed friends. Your friend group is the foundation of your high school experience. Fortunately, someone invited me to join the Student Senate, and instead of doing what I was comfortable with, going home and playing video games, I decided to check it out. I felt deep down inside that I'd been denying myself experiences, and joining the Student Senate was just the first step. Despite my initial reluctance to join the high school experience, once I said yes to the Student Senate, I was open to trying new things, even delivering the morning announcements. I had never spoken publicly before, but I decided that since my foot was already in the door, that I would do it. My willingness to say yes provided me with more confidence, charisma, and most importantly, connections. The next thing you know, I'm a winning attorney at the mock trial competition, on stage at a main role at our school's production of Arsenic and Own Lace, and I even got the chance to ask someone to prom. And all this happened because I was willing to explore new things, even things that were uncomfortable. To my classmates, now we are to embark on another transition. This is our chance to explore new pathways, take risks, and say yes to new opportunities, new friends, and new experiences. Have a tintastic Tuesday and a fantastic future.
Good evening, Superintendent Dr. Watts, School Board President Mr. Moss, District 4 School Board Representative Mr. Kachmar, all members of the Board of Education, Principal Dr. Cave, faculty, staff, families, and of course, the graduating class of 2025. I want to begin by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to the teachers and staff who have worked tirelessly to guide and support us through our journey. To the families of the graduating class, thank you for your unwavering encouragement and love. On a personal note, I would like to extend my deepest thanks to my own family, my parents, my grandparents, my sister, and above all, to God. I am truly grateful for the honor to stand before you today. And quite frankly, I don't know how it happened. I will never forget the first time I heard the term valedictorian. I was in the 7th grade and I was watching some random movie at my grandmother's house. If I'm being honest, I really don't remember much about the movie, but I do remember one particular scene which stuck with me. A group of high school students gathered around a banner on their school wall that showed their class rankings. Of course, one name stood out clear to me: valedictorian. I asked my grandmother what this title meant, added it to my small list of 12-year-old vocabulary, and then mostly brushed it off. I mean, after all, the valedictorian had to be some smart kid who spent all their time studying and had no social life, right? Plus, previous to this point, I'd been getting A's and B's and was by no means special when compared to my peers. I was no valedictorian, that's for sure. I couldn't possibly be. So fast forward to the end of freshman year, right about this time, 4 years ago, I found out that I was in the running for this title. It was a miracle. It was then I decided I wanted it. So for 4 years, I worked hard, studied hard, laughed at a lot of bad jokes. Teachers, you know who you are. But I got it. I stand here before you, presented with a title I never thought I could achieve. I never thought I could even come close. You see, the honest truth is that I'm not the smartest kid at Islands High School. I'm not the most mature. I'm not the most athletic, and quite frankly, there is nothing particularly special about me. except for the fact that when I, 4 years ago, heard I had a chance at something I thought was impossible for me, I took it with all my might. I worked harder than I've ever worked, and I achieved it. So today, I would like you to think about all the things in your life that maybe have seemed impossible to you or maybe out of reach. Maybe it's a financial goal, maybe a vacation, maybe it's just asking out a crush. And I want you to think about that little voice in your head, the same one that rang in my head for 4 years, the one that tells you you're not cut out for this, the one that tells you you're not special enough. I feel like often we get caught up in our heads believing that we need to be someone with special or superior skills to achieve our goals. This couldn't be farther from the truth. In my journey to becoming valedictorian, I realized just how often we doubt our potential. This is exactly what happened to a man you may have heard of named Roger Bannister, the first man to break the 4-minute mile. Before 1954, experts and athletes alike simply believed it wasn't possible. But Bannister didn't listen. He trained, he pushed, and despite all odds, he broke it. So once he did, something incredible happened. Other runners started breaking the 4-minute mile too. How? Because the barrier was never really physical. It was mental, just like the one I had in my head when I first heard the word valedictorian. Today, this principle stands all too true in our lives, constantly reinforced by that little voice in our head. We look at celebrities, billionaires, and Instagram social media influencers of all types living our dreams, where we watch in awe, just to chalk it up to the idea that they must be more special or different, that they get to live their extravagant lifestyles and that we get to live our mundane lives, never truly accomplishing what we desire. This is a lie we tell ourselves far too often, and it is one that only holds us back and stops many of us from pursuing our greatest dreams. My point is that the world around you was built by people no smarter or more special than you. The difference is, these people ask themselves the same question I asked myself 4 years ago when I found out I had a shot at something I thought impossible. Why not me? Today, as we step out into the unknown, I dare to ask you the same question. Why not you? Wherever your journey leads you when you leave this arena today, whether it be college, trade school, the workforce, or something entirely different, remember this: achieving your goals is not about being the fastest, or the smartest, or the most talented. It's about showing up and believing that anything, everything, is possible. And yeah, maybe it sounds corny or cliche, but it's the truth. I realized that when I stopped telling myself I couldn't. And trust me, if I can do that, so can you. So, again, to the incredible class of 2025, keep working hard and chase your wildest dreams with everything you've got. Remember, volume negates luck 100% of the time. So never stop trying. Whatever it is, pursue your dreams relentlessly and never stop until you make them a reality. Congratulations again.
Each year, the senior class votes to name their most inspiring educator. We honor this individual through the support of Educate Chatham Foundation with a $1,000 grant that will be used next year for his or her classroom. The Educate Chatham Foundation is a strategic fundraising partner for our school system and engages our community, educators, and district to accelerate projects and progress that help find the most impactful ways to empower teachers, fuel engaged learning, and support students and their families. The teacher selected as the most inspirational educator is selected in secret by the senior class. This teacher is someone who has gone above and beyond to provide students with that little extra, not just for one student, but for all students. To present this year's Inspirational Educator Award on behalf of the Board of Directors for the Educate Chatham Foundation is Mr. Clyde Newton.
Thank you, Dr. Cave. It is indeed an honor to be with you today and to witness this amazing class of 2025. We are so proud of each and every one of you. The Educate Chatham Foundation exists to support teachers and students in their highest calling, leading students to excellence. We are pleased to recognize a teacher who has not only inspired, but has nurtured, pushed, and yes, loved the students in their charge. So on behalf of the Board of Directors of the Educate Chatham Foundation, it is my privilege to present the most inspirational educator award for Islands High School to Allison Hanson.
I love you all. Thank you so much. This means the world.
Congratulations, Ms. Hanson. With the graduating class of 2025, please stand. It is my privilege and honor to certify that these distinguished students standing before you have successfully completed the requirements for graduation for the state of Georgia and the Savannah-Chatham County Board of Education. Please be seated.
Momin Abdelkader. Emily Adrian Abel. Heaven Janae Nicole Adams. Madison Nicole Alford. Lucy Morgan Allen. Barbara Grace Arnott. Alexandra Day Audette. Savannah Ella Ayers. Jaden Carl Baker. What happened to your... Emma Lauren Baldinelli. Brianna Marie Barnes. Sajan Nagaraj Batley. Gabriel Hunter Batson. Jacob Alexander Bell. Madison Kennedy Bell. Smith Irvin Blosser. Charon Martin Luther Borland. Amalia Justina Brenton. Van Duke Bressler. Amanda Grace Brink. Drew Cameron Boyk. Riker Grice Napier Brock. Jalea Shaylin Brown. Ethan Seth Bryant. Hope Josephine Bucher. Jemiah Marie Burrows. Robert Lowell Camp IV. Cameron Nashawn Campbell. Julius Gerard Campbell. Lily Kate Carmichael. Isabella Hope Carter. Emerson Reese Castillo. Ariana Cintrice Causey. Tin Chung Chan. Lauren Jade Chapman. Vitasia Chanel Mercedes Siobhan Claire. Madison Ann Conover. Sanaya Denise Cooper Goldwire. Demond Reginald Dennis Davis. Okay. Ryder Ann Delaney. Lily Elizabeth Donaldson. Samantha Jahui Dong. Cecilia Maria Dorton. Emily Jane Evans. Raymond James Evanson Jr. Avery Danielle Finch. Ava Nicole Fitzgerald. Emma Madison Foster. Gavin Alexander Fox. Frederick Michael McLean Frazier. Isaac Malik Gaines. Gavin Chase Garcia. Addison Brooke Gavin. Adriana Nikeria German. William Curtis Gibson. Fiorella Patricia Coney. Dylan James Gordon. William Mackay Gosa Sanders. Emma Lee Goss. Harmony LaDeja Mariah Green. Zion Samaje Tyree Green. Kylie Nicole Griffin. Micah Anthony Gutting. Chloe Ann Hawley. Isaac Ashton Harris. Emily Jean Hart. Evan James Hart. Cadence Imani Hartman. Destiny Nicole LaShawn Harvest. Faith Renee LaShawn Harvest. Kylan James Hurd. Ashley Nicole Helmley. Kaje Hajari Henton. Emily Grace Herman. Joshua Aiden Hyatt. Nathaniel Allen Hyatt. Jalasia Takara Holmes. Kyla Marie Hopkins. Brooklyn Michelle Howells. Jordan Scott Huff. Abigail Elise Hunt. Cameron DeAndre Jackson. Isaiah Shinar Jackson. Nicholas Paul Jacobs. Armando Jamie. Ava Elizabeth Jarvis. Tristan Nashe Jazzy. Eric Ronald Jones. Jaquan Tyre Jones. Evan Raymond Kessler. Meredith Danielle Kiley. Bastian Ankyu Kim. Cadence Khalees Kinder. Carson John Curtis. Habana Jolie Labrada. Brendan William Lanigan. Madison Elizabeth Larkin. Emily Jean Letourneau. Olivia Ann Lewanski. Ayla Jocelyn Lavis. Milana Marie Lagersu Kalanen. Elijah Alexander Livingston. Maya Yvette Lockhart. Michael Anthony Lockhart, Jr. Kimora Pamela Luton Sherman. Gada Mohammed Saeed Lutfi. Caden James Little. Ryder Wynn Mallet. Duncan Danzer Manning. Wilmer Nathaniel Martinez. Daniel Chad Maslak. Camden James McChesney. Sean Christian McChesney. Robert Jackson McLaughlin. Olivia Neville Minard. Aaron Robert Metter. Jabari Antonio Miller. Parker Caden Morris. Carson River Mosley. Jackson Matthew Munley. Samantha Ann Mearns. Caden Angelo Myers. Haley Alyssa Myers. Evan Alexander Narvez. Max Edward Nemeth. Alan Nguyen. Elijah William Andrew Patton. Chloe Destin Payne. Amanda Grace Brink. Luca Parrott Manzo. Leilani Aoki Pizarro. Walker James Reese Gay. Chance Renard Riley II. Wyatt Brantley Rogers. McKenna Ann Rubel. Noah Austin Russell. Musa Eli Sabri. One sec. Okay. Jacob Ethan Salazar. Joanna Reagan Sammons. Alexander Kennedy Sanchez. Hayden Page Sanderfer. Cameron Amelia Schaff. Jacob Michael Schmidt. Kiana Cherie Self. Spring Sahara Shaw. Ayush Man Shrestha. Jackson Tobias Sims. Chase Noel Smalls. Antoine Jarrell Rock Smith. Dylan Palmer Smith. Matthew McNeil Smith. Michaela Michelle Snowden. Levi Lee Fongjun Snyder. Jason Cash Solomon. Taylor Elizabeth Solomon. Sydney Nicole Stapleton. Henry Clark Stelling. William Jackson Stevens. Dextron Joshua Stewart. Andrew Jacob Sullivan. Jaden Okoye Sutton. Liam Nicholas Sweat. Maya Isabel Swenson. Jordan Ta. Jordan Nicole Terrell. Tyler Ha Thatch. Vincent LeBaron Thomas Jr. Taylor Elise Tomlin. Chloe May Vallejo. Trying to time it. Catherine Lynn Vandermeer. Madison Lee Waldron. Cameron Rihanna Wallace. Starla Myasia Washington. Vincent Richard Weston. Martin Anthony White III. Madison Brooke Williamson. Josh Andrew Wilson. Joshua Ramon Wilson, Jr. William Drake Wilson. Abby Lane Wisham. Michael Graham Wachowski. Gavin Robert Wertman. Sophia Elizabeth Yarborough. Jack Ian Young. Anthony Wayne Zabawa III. Adeline Teresita Zaragoza. And Hudson Darwin Zaragoza.
To the 2025 graduating class of Islands High School, it is a privilege and honor to congratulate you on this magnificent occasion. Today is a time of celebration, reflection, gratitude, and optimism for the future. As student leaders of Islands High School, you have made your mark on our school through your leadership, resilience, and commitment to excellence. Your contributions to Islands High School will be remembered for years to come. Thank you for making Islands incredible. I'd like to thank our valedictorian, Matthew Smith, for reminding us not to doubt our potential. The journey is about showing up and believing in yourself. I appreciate you imploring your classmates to ask the question, why not me? To our salutatorian, Tien Chan, thank you for capturing the meaning of determination. I'm certain your classmates would accept the challenge to continue to move forward with courage and confidence. Matthew Smith and Tien Chan, you have represented the class of 2025 well. And to the class of 2025, as you venture into the next phase of your journey, I want to encourage you to continue to strive for excellence. Your preparation and dedication will lead you towards success. The path will not always be easy, but persevere through the setbacks and challenges. Your fortitude will sustain you. As you move along this journey, it is important to take time to celebrate your accomplishments and triumphs. Your hard work deserves recognition. And finally, I ask that you continue to cultivate your talents and gifts. You have a purpose that is designed just for you. You have the creativity and resourcefulness to make a positive impact on our society. Make the most of it. Graduates, I salute you and honor you on this day. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Will the class of 2025 please stand? Having met the requirements of the Savannah-Chatham County Board of Education and the Board of Education of the state of Georgia, I hereby declare, by the power vested in me, that you, the class of 2025, are graduates of the Savannah-Chatham County Public School System. Graduates, move your tassels. Superintendent Dr. Watts, Board of Education President Mr. Moss, district representatives, and other members of the Board of Education and Administration, I proudly present the class of 2025 of Islands High School. At this time, please stand for our alma mater.
thank you for joining us today at the 2025 commencement exercises for Savannah Chatham County Public Schools. We appreciate your support of our graduates and wish everyone in the class of 2025 the very best as they embark on their future plans. Please take a moment to collect your personal belongings and to clean up any trash around your seats. Exit the arena. As directed by security staff, we must clear the parking lots in a timely fashion to allow those arriving for our next graduation ceremony to access the arena. Thank you again for sharing in this momentous occasion with us. Be safe in your travels home today and in your celebrations of your graduate.